Jay Banerjee from Chicago. I'm the founder and CEO of ImmersiveTouch. So ImmersiveTouch is the first surgeon-driven AI platform in the market. And our mission is to revolutionize trauma surgeries. And we have a lofty vision. We believe in a world where patient care is no longer predetermined by the limitation of current procedures. And using AI and digital surgery, our mission is to evolve surgery, evolve minimally invasive techniques, and redefine optimal patient outcomes. So the challenges of surgery today are mainly related to preventable medical errors, preventable errors in general. 50 million patients are suffering from complications following surgery. And if you look at the US alone, we're spending $1.5 trillion on surgeries, but our outcomes are not much better. In fact, we're 79th in the world. So how are we spending $5 trillion in healthcare and only achieving 79th place? A lot of it has to do with outdated procedures, outdated way of doing things, and using. I believe that using AI and augmented reality, we can really shape the way surgeries are going to be performed. Starting with trauma surgery, trauma will not stop regardless of the economy and regardless of where we are. As long as people are driving cars, playing sports, and doing risky things, there's going to be traumatic injuries, unfortunately. And a lot of these surgeries are emergent procedures, meaning that patients need to be treated within 24 to 48 hours. These are complicated surgeries. There's an infinite amount of possibilities, which means that traditional surgical planning does not work. Traditional planning takes about 1 to 2 weeks of turnaround time. You schedule time with an engineer. The engineer then has to plan the case with the surgeon. They go on a Zoom call and they kind of work things out. The surgeon directs the engineer what to do, and then they produce patient-specific surgical plans. That's not possible with trauma. And so what's happened is that surgeons don't even plan trauma procedures. A lot of times you just go in, you read a CT scan, and you just go in and you do the case and you hope for the best. But this results in suboptimal outcomes. This results in hospitals having to foot the bill for length of stay. So patients have to stay in the hospital longer because of some complication, or they are not able to leave the hospital because of a suboptimal outcome. A lot of times hospitals are not billing for surgeries, for pre-surgical planning, which they can, so they're missing a revenue stream. So it's a double whammy. You're having suboptimal outcomes and you're not producing revenues. So using ImmersiveTouch, our solution is the first solution that's automatic. It produces AI-driven 3D models where surgeons can look at a patient's scan, their CT and MRI scan, and they're able to reconstruct a three-dimensional model. From there, they're able to fix complex fractures. So this is the first of its kind solution, patent protected, and we're rapidly scaling and growing revenues, already at about 4 million in 2022. And we're projecting about 7 million this year. And so this is the first of its kind solution, and it's 35 times faster than existing methods. And the cool thing about ImmersiveTouch is it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop at trauma. This is a universal solution across all surgical specialties, from soft tissue to trauma. So this involves anything from oncology, brain tumors, vascular surgery, cardiothoracic surgeries. Sky's the limit for this technology, and we've actually partnered with the Mayo Clinic to co-develop some orthopedic and cardiothoracic applications. So we signed a deal with their venture group last year to have that, and they're on our cap table as well. We have 100 hospital clients, growing list of hospital clients, 3 FDA clearances, and a CE mark for European expansion. We're expanding the product in multiple specialty areas beyond trauma and plastics, as I mentioned earlier. It's a highly differentiated platform. As I'd mentioned, sky's the limit. It's a universal surgical digital surgery solution with an AI-driven platform. And it's an attractive market, $16 billion, but we're focused on an $876 million SOM to start with. We've identified several research applications. We've research studies, clinical trials in AR, VR, in 3D printing, and it's all driving amazing results in hospitals and surgeons. And we're going to build on that, and we have our studies of our own, including this validation study that shows that ImmersiveTouch is an accurate and precise software. It's FDA cleared. You can rest assured that a surgeon who's using the software is getting the best possible information about their patient. There's also clear benefits to the hospital, including reduced OR times, reduced length of stay, improved communication, reducing anesthesia, all improving patient outcomes. We have our company is unique in that we're hardware agnostic. We're a pure software as a service platform, subscription based, easy. Our ARR grew by 105% last year, and so we're primed in that we're a pure software play, which allows us to partner with several strategic partners. So this gives us a unique hub and spoke model where we can partner on the backs of giants in the hospital sales market. And we're making win-win partnerships. And I'd mentioned earlier we had about 4 million in revenue last year and 7 million this year. And with this fundraise, we want to jump it up to about 21 million next year. And we're doing a Series A, but the reason I joined this was we're also raising a bridge round, which is at a smaller amount, roughly up to $6 million, but 3 to 6 million total. And we have already some commitments in that round, and we're very much open to talking to anybody in the audience who's interested in this investment. And we're very much excited to talk to anybody who's interested. Here's some of the funding milestones. We've raised about 4.1 million and achieved all of our milestones. And with the A round, we have several ambitious milestones, including a 21 million revenue ramp up. So with that, I'll take any questions. My background, I'm a engineer and an investment banker who wanted to build a company with my dad, and so we started ImmersiveTouch about 8 years ago. My dad was a augmented reality researcher at the University of Illinois, and together we've built an amazing team. We have about 40 employees today, based in Chicago, with an amazing clinical advisory board as well of a lot of prominent surgeons and radiologists. And that's helping drive our R&D efforts as well.